Hey, you've been thinking of relocating to Nashville and you are wondering which one is the best suburb to live in. Well, in this video, I will be sharing with you my personal story and how my family will move down to a nice neighborhood in Nolensville. In fact, Nolensville is the new Brentwood in Nashville, Tennessee. So stay tuned to see and to hear my story. Hi friends, this is DJ with CRYE-LEIKE Real Estate Services. Well, here based in Nashville, Tennessee. If this is your first time to check out my channel, subscribe and press the like button so that you will be notified when I release more videos. Well, in this video, I want to share my personal story, how my family, we moved down to a nice neighborhood here in Nolensville, Tennessee. It's a beautiful day out and it's quite, snowing today. So I'm taking a risk, and stepping out of my comfort zone to share with you. So I have a lot of people who are reaching out to me. They are thinking of, relocating to Nolensville or any of the Nashville suburbs. A lot of people are texting, a lot of people are calling. So if you are one of those people who are thinking of buying another house, you are thinking of, moving to Nashville and you are wondering which one is the best suburb to live in, well, stay tuned as I share my personal story with you. So we were living in another city here in Nashville called Antioch. It's a nice place by its own, but there are some problems there that we needed to solve considering our own unique situations. One of the issues was that, my wife and the kids, my wife works in downtown and, my kids also go to school in downtown. And that takes them about, say 2 hours in traffic every day. That is unbelievable, 2 hours in traffic. By the time the kids will come back home, they are tired. They will not be able to do anything. Even the wife herself, she's tired. And, we've spent the most productive day of their time, in traffic. So we wanted to solve the traffic problem. Another issue was that we were looking for a better school zone. We want a school, with good teachers, a good school with good rating. And then, where we were staying, the house was also small. We needed a bigger space. I have no office space in the house, so we were looking for a house with a bigger space. And then I was also thinking of an investment opportunity, how I can begin to generate a rental income. So those were some of the issues that I was looking at solving. And for every problem there is a solution. For me as a person, I love to solve problems. I believe that I'm created with skills to solve problems. So those were some of the issues that we needed to solve when it comes to our own housing situations. So what did I do? I set out to look for a nice, county or a nice neighborhood to live in. I settled at Williamson County, and one of the fastest growing suburb, one of the fastest growing, city in Williamson County is Nolensville. Yes, like I said earlier on, Nolensville is the new Brentwood. So myself and family, we said, okay, we'll move to Nolensville, a nice neighborhood. Then we were thinking of, okay, what kind of a house do we need to buy? The housing, in Nolensville, the median price there right now is between $450 and above. And we were wondering, are we going to be able to afford, that monthly mortgage payment? It was a risk. We were fearful, but then we decided to take a step of faith, and the interest rate was not very low at that time. This was about 2 years ago. So we take that step of faith and begin to look for a nice neighborhood in Nolensville. Now, the interesting thing is also that we are thinking of the schools that we want my kids to go to. I love to, walk them to school, in the morning. I also go to pick them, when they are done with school. So we are looking for a house that is within a walking distance from the neighborhood. Like I said, that's my skill, looking for things like that. So we settled for a neighborhood in Nolensville that the school is just 5 minutes drive away, and it's one of the best schools in Nolensville. In fact, if I can show you from where I am now, if you look at the street, the school is just right at the main entrance of the subdivision right over there. So we find a good school then that is close by to a subdivision. Now to settle down on the kind of a house that we needed. For me, I needed a house that has enough spaces, and I was looking for a house that I can have an office space in. I love to host people. One of the things that is very dear to my heart is to host people for fellowship, people that want to explore their walk with Christ. So I decided to find a house that have a big bonus room. That was the main deal for me. And then we're also looking for a house, with a separate dining, a house with a separate rooms, that apart from the kids having their own rooms, that we can have a room for the guests as well. So those are some of the things that we are looking at. Of course, we're also thinking of a house, with a porch, and also a house that has a back porch, because I love to sit in front of the house in the evening, to wave to neighbors, to smile to neighbors. That's one of the things I love to do. You're thinking of buying a house, there are things that you need to consider in your own particular situations, and look at how you can solve those problems. Map out issues that you needed to solve, and then go out, reach out to an agent that you can trust, that you can work with, and then they will be able to help you find what you are looking for. So for me, I was also thinking an investment opportunity as well. So I turned my first primary residence into an investment property. Yes, I turned into an investment property, and I'm generating a good rental income from there right now. In fact, if I tell you, the monthly rent there is crazy, because the housing value here in Nashville and the rental rate is very high. A lot of people are looking for spaces to rent. So if you're an investor and you're looking for how you can invest, or how you can turn your primary residence into an investment property, I would love to work with you to get that done. So that's my story about how we moved to Nolensville. I will show another video where I showcase the fun things to do in Nolensville, the key highlights of Nolensville city. So watch out for that video in the next 1 week or 2 or thereabout. So it's a beautiful day out there. I'm just stepping out to enjoy the snow and to shoot this video. So if you are thinking of moving to Nolensville, or you are thinking of relocating to Nashville from another state, I'm willing to work with you. My team and myself, we are receiving calls and text messages from people almost every week who are thinking of moving down to Nolensville. Research have shown that moving from one house to the other gives you a new beginning, or moving from one city to the other, it gives you a fresh start. It improves your level of creativity. It just gives you a new sense of outlook to life. So I want to encourage you, give it a shot. I know there might be fears, there might be concerns, but it's something that is worth doing. To buy another house, or just move from one neighborhood to the other. It gives you a fresh perspective to life. It gives you a new horizon about what life is all about. So give it a shot. You may be fear, you may be afraid, but then punch fear in the eyes and take the step of faith. All right, reach out if you need to talk about that more. So thank you for watching this video. DJ is waiting for you, and my team, we are also waiting for you. Thank you.